Hello everyone, it's Big Alski. Well, this chapter I decided to do something different. I really want to use the refill at Hans Bar so I don't have to use any of my devil elixirs. So I go to Maramasa, upgrade my Warhammer, drag the bats, the essence from the bats to do these fights right here. Now, you can, there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can probably Nimpo them, but again, why do that when you can drag the essence? Again, the goal here is to maximize all of my Nimpo slots with the time I have for the chapter versus going back to Hans Bar without having to use any of my devil elixirs. So what I did is I fought these fights and then I went back to see if I could do them a little faster, maybe UT a little earlier, do start my Nimpo off a little bit earlier and actually scored 2,100 points higher. On this one right here, just use a lot of exploding shurikens. And what I did, I actually went back on this fight as well later on and did it all with the Warhammer and had some better luck with the placements of the shurikens. So the only thing you have to be careful about the Warhammer is to make sure that these guys fully get out before you release your UT. If you try to release your UT a little early, it's like it hits the platform and it doesn't count. So that's really the only danger there. So I came up here and again, whenever I redid the whole run, I didn't run on the wall. So, there was a couple, a second and a half that I lost. But again, it all adds up to a lot of points. This fight right here, I am the king of running up the wall when I don't want to. Perfect example right there. And then I hit the wall again. So, all of this extra time is just is costing me points. So you don't have to, as long as you don't look at these guys right here, the timer won't start. It's the old no look attack routine. Just run right past them. You don't have to worry about the timer starting. And then we'll go down here to Hans Bar, and placement is key here because you really want to make sure you kill the 3 guys right here. Now, I went back and did all of these fights up to this point, just being a little bit more efficient, like having the UT right when he drops down, and over the the first set of fights that I fought in this fight, I scored over 10,000 points higher. And a lot of that is just a second here and there. Really adds up, and I keep stressing that. So use your Nimpo. That's really all this whole chapter is. Again, if you want to try to jump, it's hard to jump into like a UT because he'll want to do the Y move. So that's the reason I roll into it a lot. Again, maybe here I could have done a little bit earlier so I could catch the other one right when he was coming down. All those points matter. Now I go ahead and break the wall here and grab the essence. This is the only way that I'm going to make my essence bonus after upgrading the dragon sword. So again, because of that blocked hit there, I actually went back and redid that fight again and scored like 600 or 700 points higher than what it showed, I think. So I go back to Hans Bar, refill, and then come up and do these fights. Now go all the way up to the top of the stairs to make sure you get all 3 of the guys. Again, I'm absorbing all the essence, and then I'm going to run up and do this. Again, get to the middle to make sure your Nimpo reaches the very last guy. And that's really all this chapter is. I mean, it's kind of boring, but it is the fastest way. So again, Nimpo, I'm going to switch over, to my bow. One fight I did skip, or what I didn't do is I didn't upgrade my bow. I didn't upgrade the strong bow a little bit earlier because with me having to go back to Hans Bar so many times, I really wasn't sure on, the timing of the chapter, and I didn't want to take a chance. Now in NGB, you can shoot the helicopter like 3 times and it'll disappear. But it does not do that. I mean, I didn't show it there, but I've had some other runs where I sat there and just kept shooting it. And I don't know if it's because I didn't have the strongbow, but either way, it didn't go away. So I had to wait the whole time for that. So I went up, got the strongbow, unlocked the gate, you know, for the next chapter. Went to Hans Bar, and now I'm coming back to do these fights. If I'd done these fights earlier, it might have cost me at least 1 or 2 devil elixirs, and you know, I'm really want to be stingy with those right now, and you know, save as much money as I can for the, you know, I still got the Dobby and the UF, you know, to upgrade later on. So I got one of these back, but I didn't want I still wanted to go back to Hans Bar. I went back and grabbed the shurikens down there by the altar, went back to Hans Bar, you know, charged my last one, and, you know, refilled my last one. So I still had some time left, but, you know, it's there's not a lot of UT points, so essence was scarce. But anyway, that's it. Pretty boring stuff, but I'll see you in chapter 9. Hope you enjoy.